playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows.
They'll go play action. Headed out right. Rolling and takes a deep shot. He's got it at the 30. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
The Rams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Throwing from his own end zone. It's complete to Whittington. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. So first and 10 now from the 30.
And the Rams, first down.
Back to throw. Look at that power deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Puka-Nacua touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Rams headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. They go play action on first down. That one complete to Whittington. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 13-point lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually eventually, some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well, because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
The Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Buying some time right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Nakua here, he's got it. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
This front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He rolls to his right. He dodged the tackle. Still moving. There he goes, right sideline. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Rams get more points to end a lopsided first half.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
The Rams headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. Throwing off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling and takes a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
The Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another that could put this just too far out of reach. off the play fake. He'll throw. Headed out right. Connects on the crosser. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That goes for 32 yards. And the Rams have the first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. This is a heater going deep. Caught just shy of the goal line. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Rams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's complete inside the 35. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Connecting on a slant. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams continue piling it on here in the 4th. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
The Rams headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. First down, play action. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Caught, nice game left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
A receiver this skilled, but he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Throwing now off the play action. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right side. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's good for a Rams first down.
It's the 2-minute warning
First
here
and
in
10 at
L.A.
the 21-yard line.
Rams put this one away a long time ago. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go. You ready to get big? You ready to spin?
Looking to throw here. It is caught left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Yeah, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Buying some time right. Brought in. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams throwing 6 more on the blowout. Now as they drive forward to win right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Rams ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pass caught, 9-yard line. It's not if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Rams are running them out of the building. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.